Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel and welcome to this video. This is John from Programming Knowledge, and in this video guys, we're going to talk about the input and output in C programming language before we dive into operators and how we can use operators in C programming language. So basically, we can use the function printf to display something in our screen, just like what we have before. So printf, and then we can say hello world. Okay, and then we can build and run this program, and we can get the hello world string right here. We use the printf function for that, and now we're going to talk about the input, because we're trying to focus on the input because we're already familiar with the output side of C programming. So we have used the printf to output something in our screen, and then of course, in order for us to ask input from the user, we're going to use the scanf function. Okay, so the way to use scanf function, we can say here, we can ask for a particular number. So please enter a number. Okay, and then we can add the escape character here for a new line, and we can declare a variable here. So for example, int a, and then we can get the value from the user by using the scanf function, and then format specifier for our int variable or int value, and comma, and then of course the and symbol and the name of our variable a. So basically what this means is that we're taking the address of variable a and then assign a value to that address, whatever the user has inputted. Okay, so and then we're going to end this with a semicolon, and let's try this. Let's try to display the value that comes from the user. Okay, so number the number is %d, format specifier for our int value, and then comma, and then the name of our variable, which is a. Okay, and then semicolon. So remember to end every time or end every line with a semicolon. Okay, and then we can build and run this application. So there you go. The program is trying to prompt us to input a number. So for example, number 5. So number 5 is, or the number is colon and then the value 5, which is coming from the user itself. Okay, and now we can actually ask two numbers in the same line by using also the scanf function. So in here we have like ask for a single number, but what we can do is we can ask for two numbers, just like please enter any two numbers. Okay, and then we're just going to use the same function percent scanf, and then %d, percent another %d, because we're asking two numbers. And then in here we can say and symbol, and then the value or the variable b, which we will declare here on the top. Okay, b, and then we can declare another variable c, and we can add the values or the numbers coming from the user. So the number or the value c or the variable c, we can assign a value to that, which is the total of the two numbers a and b. So that will be c equals a plus b. So what we're doing here is that we're just assigning the value of the total of A and B into our C variable. Okay, so the total number is, and then percent %d, and of course the value of our C, okay, which is again the total of our variables A and B. Okay, so save this, and then we can build and run our application. So please enter any two numbers, for example, um, 1 and 2. So the total number is 3. Okay, so again, like 5 and 3. So the total is 8. Okay, so as you can see, we are getting the two numbers 5 and 3, and then we're displaying the total, which is 8. Okay, so basically that's how you can ask, or input something into our program, because our program right now is asking for an input from our user. Okay, and that's where we can apply the operators in our C program. And we have different operators or type of operators in C. So C programming language offers various types of operators having different functioning capabilities. So the first one is the arithmetic operators. So we have used the addition operator right there by assigning the value of A plus B into C. Okay, and then we also have the relational operators. Okay, let me resize this so you can clearly see it. Arithmetic operators, and then we have relational operators, and the third one will be logical operators. The fourth one is assignment operators, and fifth one will be increment and decrement operators. I'm just gonna list it here so you can see all the type of operators in our C programming language. So decrement operators, and then we also have the conditional operator. We also have bitwise operators, and then we have special operators. So these are all the types of operators that we can use inside our C programming language. And of course, the first one is arithmetic. So arithmetic operators it includes addition. Of course, the symbol for that is the plus, right? And then we also have subtraction. Symbol for that is dash. We also have multiplication, and we can use the asterisk for that to multiply two numbers inside our C program. And then of course we do have the division, which is the forward slash symbol. And of course we have the modulo, and we can use the percent sign to like operate by using modulus. Okay, now let's talk about the operators or arithmetic operators. So for example, addition. So we can also like int b equals um, a minus b. Okay, and then we can like have, of course not, we cannot redeclare it the b because we already declared it there. So we can say it D equals A minus B, and then we can see E, and then A times B, and of course we can have the division, and we're going to have like use the float, or we can use the double for that. Double F equals 1, or A divided by B. Okay, so these are the all arithmetic operators that we can use inside our C program. So basically, you can add, you can subtract, you can multiply, and you can divide two numbers inside your C program. So for example, we're going to test this. Okay, so int d equals A minus B. Okay, so we can display the total number is %d, and then the difference of the two numbers, the difference uh, the difference is, of course, we're going to use the different, or the variable d for the difference, and then we can use another one, which is the product. The product is percent d, and the next one is the quotient. Okay, the quotient of two numbers is, of course, the variable f, and then we can use the format specifier, which is lf. Okay, and then of course the variable f, something like this. So let's run our program. Okay, and we can enter two variables here, or two numbers, which is, for example, 5 and 3. Okay, so the difference, or the total number is 8, the difference is 2, and we need to format this so we can see clearly. So we can add percent, or I mean \n for each line, the difference, the quotient, and of course we need to have the product. The product is %d, and then of course the variable e. Okay, so again, run our program, build and run, and then 5 and then 3. So the total is 8, or 5 plus 3 is 8, and then the difference is 5 minus 2, or 5 minus 3 is 2, and then the product is 15. 5 times 3 is 15, and then the quotient is 1. Okay, so there's only one 3 in the value 5. Okay, so I think that's all there is to it, guys, for this video. And if you want to learn more about C programming language, so make sure to watch the next video. So see you in the next video.